Do you know more about American history, European history, or alcohol history? I'm going to ask you 10 questions about each. Let's see what kind of historian you are. Starting with America. What was the name of America's first governing document before the Constitution? Say your answer aloud. If you don't say any time, doesn't count. We're moving fast. It is Articles of Confederation. What were colonists in the 13 colonies who supported Britain called? Loyalists. What industry made John D. Rockefeller rich? Oil. Who became president after JFK's assassination? LBJ. What was the unsuccessful 1961 invasion of Cuba called? Bay of Pigs. Who assassinated Abraham Lincoln? John Wilkes Booth. What war was fought between the U.S. and Britain in 1812? War of 1812. What were the first two political parties in the U.S.? Federalists and Democratic Republicans. What was the period after the Civil War known as? Reconstruction. Who was the first African-American student to integrate the University of Mississippi? James Meredith. Now European. Who was the first Roman emperor? Augustus Caesar. What conference redrew Europe's borders after Napoleon's fall? Congress of Vienna. What year was the Berlin Wall built? 1961. Who said, "I think, therefore I am"? Rene Descartes. Which country sponsored Christopher Columbus's voyages? Spain. Who led the Norman invasion of England in 1066? William the Conqueror. What was the main language of the Roman Empire? Latin. What country left the European Union in 2020? UK. What treaty ended World War I? Treaty of Versailles. Who was crowned the first Holy Roman Emperor in 800 AD? Charlemagne. Now, alcohol. Archaeologists found the world's oldest known brewery in which country? Egypt. In what country did whiskey originate? Ireland. What liquor did pirates famously drink? Rum. What cocktail was created in Cuba and popularized by Ernest Hemingway? Daiquiri. Which U.S. president owned a whiskey distillery? George Washington. What was the first canned beer brand? Kruger's Cream Ale. Which amendment ended Prohibition? 21st. What major company began brewing beer in Dublin in 1759? Guinness. What country first standardized brewing laws in the 1500s? Germany. And what nickname was given to the epidemic of gin consumption in 18th century London? By the way, if you like getting drunk, I build a drinking trivia. You can find trivia and drink